Alright, here is my Bessey Vise. This is a 5-inch vise. It has this swiveling head where if you first loosen your lock handle and loosen this other lock handle on the side, you can take the whole head and completely pivot it. And on this side, it has where you can put like shafting inside, and then you can work on the shafting on the side, use a pipe cutter or whatever you need to do for shafting or pipes, and it allows you to put it in there instead of in the jaws. This is a pretty beefy vise. I've heard of a couple people saying that it's not very good. I've heard of people saying it. One guy said on one of the reviews at Lowe's, said that he snapped it in half. How do you snap a vise like this in half? I mean, this thing isn't meant to be holding a 429 engine. It's meant to be holding woodworking, not engines. And I don't know if he was holding an engine. I don't know what he was doing, but he apparently snapped it in half. But it's kind of nice having that swiveling head. And in here, in my workshop, I do a lot of woodworking, but I also do a little bit of metalworking, just random stuff. And it has 5 or 6 inches of travel that the jaws will move back and forth. And very well made. Has chromed, well, probably nickel plated, but handles, locking handles, and then it has 3 bolts you use to bolt it down to your workbench. And actually, I got lucky and was able to stagger the bolts on my workbench. There's one here, and then there's 2 inside through my how my workbench is made, just pine 2x4s. But on this vise, you loosen the locking knobs, and there's one on either side, and then you can pivot the whole vise. And I heard other people saying that there's a lot of slop in the base. There is a little bit of slop. It's not smooth. It's not made in America, that's why. But there is kind of a little bit of slop in here. You can kind of see it. I wish there was a little bit tighter tolerances in this, but I still give it an A. It's a vise. It's not meant to be perfect. It's supposed to hold things, and it's very well made, I think. I wish it was, made in the USA, and but it has the jaws. Let me move this out. The jaws are heavily ribbed, so you can get a good firm hold on objects, or you can either replace these with like wooden ones, and they just have 2 screws in them. And it very well made, I think. I think it'll last probably longer than me, and very well made. It'll definitely get used in my shop quite a bit. Thank you for watching.